Here's this gun I lost out here 10 years ago. It looked like it might be cleanable, but we shall see. The bear must have moved it around. Try to do that. Glock 27, 40 caliber. That's over 12 hours. Well, I put this big screwdriver on the magazine release, and then I hit the top of it with this kettlebell. Like I tried this hammer, but it didn't do anything, and I might have overdone it. But it did push in, and the magazine came out. That's I've got the lever the release to come down. I hit it on one side and I hit it on the other because that's the only thing I can do. And when I hit it on the opposite side, the opposite side that I'm hitting goes back up, so I'm not sure what's going on there. I'm really hitting it hard, and it's coming away. And crush some of the sand that's in there. Tell the story shortly. I'll tell the short version. I went out in the woods with a shoulder bag with this in it. And I was working that land I work at, and I had to walk in because I just had a city car and I wouldn't go all the way in. So I walk in about a quarter mile, the last quarter mile, and get to right at the entrance. I knew exactly where I set my bag, and worked a little bit and picked up my bag and walked back out. And it wasn't until I got home, which it's an hour and 20 minutes, an hour on the hard road and 20 minutes to get back in the woods. And the gun was missing. I'm like, what in the Sam hell? And so I had to get on a plane the next day and so I didn't have time to go back out. Oh yeah. And so I asked my brother to go out there. Well, it took him, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 days to get out there. I said, it's gonna be right by the entrance post. It just, it must have slid out of the bag somehow when I set it down or picked it up. Excuse me. And no, there's nothing there. And by God, that puzzled me for the longest time. So anyway, here it is, 11 years later, and the grading contractor I had out there found it quarter mile from where I dropped it, laying out there in plain sight at the northwest corner of the property. Now, I had set up a transit at the northwest corner of the property a year ago, and I felt like I would have seen it if it had been laying there, but I guess the animals keep moving it around. Kept moving it around, but as you can see, it gave way. And shoot a gun once a year. And I'm gonna have to take this in if I get all the parts clean and
How's it going?
Yeah. And, all right, now what's holding it? Not much is holding it, if anything. Well, when I started, I didn't have much hope, and so I was really rough on the frame. And now I think that I got the 3 pins out, and along with the magazine release. The back of the slide's in really bad shape. And so the instructions on, I don't know, this is a Gen 1 or Gen 2, 1996 Glock 27. And so this piece, so there were 2 little metal tabs in the corner that were hooked onto this plate, I guess, or something. They just bent right off. And this finished piece, which seemed like it was metal on the gun I was watching it was just a piece of rubber. So now, but anyway, now I have something I can put the edge of the screwdriver on. But as you can see, it now doesn't appear to me that this gun will be worth buying a box of ammo for. So I trimmed out some more of that rubber, and so there's that little metal plate that was on top of that rubber was on both sides of it. So that plate would be one piece I'd need to find. Oh, the spring on this is no good at all. That is the striker. That doesn't look too bad at all. Yeah, it could be cleaned. There it goes. It moved in. There it is. Yes. Good. All right. The trigger assembly, the slide lock pulled out using my trusty gunsmithing tool, and the release I pushed down on the spring according to the right there with I used my other trusty gunsmithing tool, pushed down on that Z-shaped spring and got the little Z-shaped spring that was associated with this magazine release, or this slide release, went to pieces when I tried to peck it out, and it flew away on me. And that there's also another tensioner down there for the magazine release, and it looks to be okay, but rusted.